Good morning, welcome to the Daily News Podcast. Today is April 28, 2026.
Federal prosecutors have charged a 31-year-old man with attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump following a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Association dinner. Authorities say the suspect breached multiple layers of security before opening fire, triggering panic at one of Washington's highest-profile events. He now faces several federal counts, including attempted murder of a sitting president. The incident has reignited serious concerns about political violence and the security perimeter around major public events. It also comes at a sensitive time, with Britain's King Charles III arriving at the White House for a 4-day state visit. Security across Washington has been visibly tightened as investigators piece together how the breach happened.
It's chilling. These events are supposed to symbolize a functioning democracy, not become security flashpoints. You can bet this will spark a sweeping review of presidential protection protocols. Overseas, tensions in the Gulf are rattling global markets. The United Nations is urging the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz as the standoff between the U.S. and Iran escalates. President Trump is reviewing a proposed peace plan, but so far there's no breakthrough. Even though Iran signaled it may be willing to reopen the strait in exchange for deferring nuclear talks, oil prices still climbed more than 1%. Traders aren't convinced the risk is gone. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most critical energy choke points, and any disruption threatens global supply chains and food security. The UN is warning that prolonged instability could tip vulnerable regions into crisis.
Markets hate uncertainty, and Hormuz is about as strategic as it gets. Even a hint of disruption there sends shockwaves through energy and shipping. Right, moving to markets. The Nasdaq and the S&P 500 both hit fresh record highs, powered by another surge in AI-related stocks. Names like Nvidia, Micron, SanDisk, and Alphabet led the charge as investors doubled down on the belief that AI spending is still in its early innings. But there's a twist. OpenAI reportedly missed internal revenue and user growth targets, and its CFO has raised concerns about the sustainability of up to $1.5 trillion in long-term commitments. At the same time, Microsoft and OpenAI have reset their partnership, ending Azure's exclusivity for hosting OpenAI models. That opens the door for OpenAI to work more closely with other cloud providers, including Amazon. So while the market is euphoric, the competitive landscape in AI infrastructure is shifting fast.
It's a classic boom moment. Sky-high valuations on one hand, and behind the scenes, companies scrambling to renegotiate billion-dollar alliances on the other. On the tech and national security front, Google has signed a classified agreement with the Pentagon to provide AI models for government use. The deal allows the Defense Department to deploy Google's AI for lawful operations, marking a significant expansion of big tech's role in national security. It comes as OpenAI announced its ChatGPT Enterprise and API services have achieved FedRAMP moderate authorization, clearing the way for broader adoption across federal agencies. At the same time, hundreds of Google employees are reportedly urging CEO Sundar Pichai to reject classified military AI contracts. So we're seeing a familiar tension: massive government demand for advanced AI tools, and internal pushback from parts of the tech workforce over how those tools are used.
That debate isn't going away. As AI becomes more powerful, the line between commercial innovation and military application gets thinner. And to wrap up on culture and the AI era, Taylor Swift is moving to trademark her voice and likeness amid a surge in AI-generated deepfakes. Her team is seeking expanded protections as synthetic media becomes more convincing and more widespread. It's part of a broader wave of artists and celebrities trying to lock down their identities before someone else monetizes them with a prompt and a laptop. The legal system is still catching up, but the message from creators is clear: your face and your voice are valuable assets, and they want control.
It's wild that in 2026, protecting your own voice requires legal armor. But that's the world AI has built. That's it for today's Daily News Podcast.
Thanks for starting your morning with us. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you tomorrow.